Low network connection. Okay, it's working through. Hi. I almost didn't get my Facebook Live done today. It's 2:30 in the morning. I don't know who the hell's going to be on. Probably my Australian friends, my UK peoples, my random hour peoples. Anyway, you'll never believe what happened today. I was at the event and I ran into, who did I run into? Stacy and Carrie. It was Stacy from HCI. It was so cool. Interesting because when I went to HCI, I was super broke, right? Like just getting off of welfare. It was my first certification. And that was basically the launching of my entire business. And there I was in the Platt at the Tony Robbins event in Platinum, and there she was, and I was like, so weird just to see like where I started standing right in front of me, and being there with the Platt was pretty fascinating. So Dutch, I was wondering, I knew that the people on here would most likely not be my American people. So it was really fascinating and very ironic that I just happened to go to the bathroom at the exact same time and ran into Stacy from HCI, and I got to thank her for, being a voice in the beginning who told me to get a mentor. And they said, they were on stage, Stacy and Carrie, and they said, get a mentor. And I heard them and I trusted them and I got a friggin' mentor, and it's been nothing but scaling since then. And to run into her when I really have kind of reached the top of the field, it doesn't get much higher than Platinum with Tony Robbins in this particular field as far as mentorship. I mean, he's the absolute pinnacle of the top for this field. So yes, hi Sarah. It was way too cool. So, and it really like the questions and the stuff that were coming up at the event, and it was like I just had this epiphany, like, holy shit, I joined Platinum before I ever even went to a live event. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm the first person to ever do that. If not, I want to meet whoever else did it, because the two of us will be peas in a pod. And it was just like these sort of like these things that I was just realizing, and it was just this really beautiful moment of seeing the very beginning and where I'm at now in my business, and just thinking like, this is just the beginning. Like, this is really just the beginning. I'm only 3.5 years into my company, into my business. I'm just getting warmed up. I'm just getting started. And it was really cool. And I just felt really grateful to be able to say thank you. It's nice when somebody makes a big impact in your life, or, like, I said to her, I was honest. I know it sounded weird, but I was being really honest. Like, they were like it was like the parent I didn't have giving me business advice or giving me advice on being successful. Do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't have anybody in my life teaching me anything like that. So, they were just sort of downloading common sense wisdom and business and growing and expanding and being that kind of human being. And I got to say thank you and let her know how much that meant to me. And like, hey, by the way, I was there at your event. I got certified. That was the beginning of my business. I was a single mom on welfare, and my business went global the first year, and now I'm here in Platt 3 years later. So that was a really cool moment to just reflect back to her, like, hey, that's the impact you left on my life. Just wanted to say thank you. It was really nice. And then of course I go back to the event and they ask, hey, what are one of the, the big coincidence that you had in your life that you can feel really grateful for? And I just started chuckling and laughing. And I remembered when I was in HCI, when I was in that group, I think it was that very end of 2015, or I want to say it was started and then graduated 2016, something like that, because it's 2019. So I think it was 2016, end of 2016, I graduated. And I remember my very first celebration when I made money. I got like my first couple coaching clients. And I remember buying my first desk chair because I kept sitting in like this crappy hand-me-down metal, wooden, whatever. So I don't remember if it was wood or metal, but it was like this hard, crappy chair. And I remember I purchased my very first chair for my office, and I took a picture of it and I posted it in the HCI group. And I remember being like so excited, like, oh my God, that's the first thing I bought for my office ever. And I remember taking 10% out of my income. So like literally I would get cash, and I had this envelope, and I like ripped the foldy part of the envelope and I put 10% for taxes, and I pinned it on the wooden wall in my house that I was renting. And I started putting cash in the envelope for 10% of my money to start putting it away for taxes, because my brain couldn't even comprehend putting 10% away, because my whole life was living paycheck to paycheck. So the idea of taking any kind of money and putting it aside was like so hard for me to wrap my head around. So I had to just start really small with like $5 here and $5 there. And then I remember finding that envelope later, just be like, holy shit, I now pay hundreds of thousands. Like, oh, who would have thought that only 3 short years later it would be here? And the kind of people I have a chance to, watch and witness their transformation and their journey, and the kind of people I get to hang out with and be friends with, and just like the people I was making friends with today, and just to be among the peers with the people who were my mentors before as my peers I feel really blessed. I feel really incredibly blessed. And it was just a really cool moment for me today to just appreciate what the journey has really been, and not take it for granted for one little minute, like millisecond ever. And to just remember all the people along the way that have left such a big impact. It was really nice. It was just huge feelings of gratitude today. So yeah, for all my HCI peeps, if you're on here, I should have snapped a picture with her and posted it. That would have been cool, because I do have a lot of clients who've graduated from HCI. So if you graduated HCI, hashtag HCI peep below, and let me know. You need to hear this. Hard time to put aside the tax money brings stress when the bills show up. Yes, it does feel, it's funny. It feels hard in the moment, but you get used to it really quick when it's just a standard. Like right now, girl, we can just set the standard is tax money always gets put aside. It's not even a thought. I don't hesitate. There's no resistance to it. It's just the standard. It's just what we do. And I just deserve to have the kind of life where I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. So the standard is we just put it aside. Everything else will always adjust. I promise you that. That's just the standard we get to have. The standard of life. All the things that make me feel good and relaxed, I get to have. That is it. Yeah, so if you're an HCI person, hashtag HCI below. It's just cool to see. Yeah. It's 2:30 in the morning, and I've been going since 8 o'clock this morning. So I'm sure this came out all jumbled, but hopefully it made sense. Yeah, look, we already got HCI peeps popping on, and it's 2:30 in the morning. That's because it's global. Okay, I love you guys. Okay, one other thing to put in the comments in honor of the really cool moments that I feel like God is just blessing me with lately. It's these random, really cool moments that mean a lot to me. They seem so silly, but they really mean a lot inside my heart. Look at this, HCI. I knew it, right? How crazy is that I ran into her today? And I would love to hear something that you're really grateful for, or tag somebody who has left a big impact on you along the way. It feels good to take a minute to see how much we are taken care of, like how much God loves us, how much the universe is working behind the scenes while we're fucking shit up on the front end. And like, there's these people that have really left a big impact in our life, and sometimes we forget, and we can feel like we're all alone and nobody's supporting us, and like we have to figure this all out ourselves, and we get scared, and you forget how epically you are taken care of. And my intention moving forward is to expand my trust, knowing that God takes care of me and everybody I love, and to celebrate and to show gratitude every single day for how well God takes care of us, and how well He provides for us, and how incredibly, perfectly, and unbelievably He takes care of me and everyone I love, and to work on expanding that even more every single day. And I'm really excited about that adventure and that journey, versus how can I be strong enough to fix everything? How can I be strong enough to help everyone? That feels like suffocation and drowning. Yes, Katrina Ruth changed my life so much too. Oh my God, I love her so much. Yep. Yes. I so love her. I love my HCI peeps, Stacey Carey, Katrina Ruth. These women, I mean, right? Like, we run in some really incredible circles. We have some really incredible people in our life, and people have left such a massive impact. And it's the smallest things, right? Like, who would have thought that one sentence Stacey and Carey said, I don't remember which one said it, but one sentence they said literally changed my entire life. And they said, get a mentor. They had the courage to say, hey, get a mentor, which is why I have no hesitation telling my people, you're not going to do this without a mentor. And by the way, here's a subtle little thing that I learned at the Tony event. Tony said it, and I was like, can't believe I've never heard that before. Can't believe I've never thought of that before. The difference between a coach and a mentor. Nobody's ever spelled that out for me. A coach is someone, you can think more of like a basketball coach or an athletic coach, right? Like a coach is someone who their expertise on supporting you to have the breakthrough is good, but the skill to actually perform the thing, they don't have to have the skill better. So if you think about it, a basketball coach is incredible at coaching and getting the athlete to do what they need to do or improving the skills, but the coach themselves don't have a deeper skill on whatever the thing is that they're coaching. A mentor is somebody who has the result. So I realized at this event, I'm not a coach, I'm a mentor. Like, I don't ever call my people to anything I have not accomplished and walked out myself with blood, sweat, and tears. And coaching would mean I have the skills of a coach, but I'm actually a mentor. And that's the difference between a coach and a mentor. And I was like, that is really incredible. I loved that distinction. And it made perfect sense when I thought about it. Like, that's the difference. So we begin as a coach and we turn into a mentor as we build the results in our life, or we begin as a mentor in certain areas that we've already built those results. And that's the tangible difference. That's how people can be a coach and not necessarily be better at the thing you're coaching someone on, right? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Who's supportive as I create a company I want? Oh, that's awesome. Wow, never thought of those that way. That makes sense. I like that. Me too. I really liked that. Yeah, I couldn't wait to hand that down to you guys. There's like 7 million things that I could say, but I really should get to sleep because I got 4 more days. My life is so amazing. Our life is so amazing. So also, yeah, in the comments, let me know what you're grateful for or who you're grateful for. Anne's grateful for her best friend. That's awesome. Make sure you tag your bestie and let her know that you're grateful for them, or, whoever else in your life just has left a big impact. And just take a moment to feel that in your body, because if you're telling yourself over and over and over, you have to do this yourself, you have to do this yourself, you have to fix it, you have to be strong enough, you have to figure out how to be likable, you have to, all the things, you're going to feel the pressure of that, and your performance is going to be based out of that. But if you can lock in how well you've been taken care of all the way until now, then you're going to take your performance will be based out of that, and that's a completely different life. So those moments of gratitude and recognition and allowing yourself to feel how well you've been taken care of and how support has come from so many different places and how one fucking sentence can change your life. It's not too hard to believe that we're going to be really incredibly taken care of, and everybody we love as well. It's not just us. We're taken care of, but so are them. So are they. Sorry, brain's super tired. Thank you, Reggie. Is it Reggie? I think you pronounce it Reggie. I am going to go to sleep now. I love you guys. Have a fantastic night. I will see you mañana. Oh, by the way, in case you didn't notice, the early bird special, I don't even know what day it is right now. The early bird special ends Sunday night, Eastern Standard Time. So 11:59 p.m. Eastern. And not only is the early bird special going on for Brave as Fuck group, but I also dropped the most powerful epic bonus. Did you guys see? You guys get the entire client overflow program, which is an expensive program, for free as a bonus. The client overflow program is like the one everybody wants. I just decided to include it as an actual bonus for free with the program. So mandyperry.com/brave, mandyperry.com/client-overflow if you guys want to check that program out to see what the bonus is all about. If you have any questions, let us know. My team will get back to you. Cool? Okay, guys. Love you. Have a great night.